Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Shadowrun Returns. If you don't remember from last time, we were having a slight issue where I ended up getting killed in a crack house. So, we're just going to try that again, shall we, and forget it ever happened. And we'll just skip through all this, and you sell BTLs, right? What kind of rides can I go out on? Just let me in. Go very quickly back to the area before we got shot in the face. Blah blah blah, you sound like you know. Blah blah, what kind of guards? Firepower, Yakuzas, chipheads. Chipheads are dangerous, Gino, got to go, bye bye. Okay, let's not even bother with Jamal. Can smarm my way through there. Smarming done. Always watching, I do believe that's Lone Star. That elf is a bit of a dick. Okay. Let's save the game, shall we? Oh, can we not? No. Evidently we're moving. Alright, let's run in through the left. Okay, blah blah blah. Oh, no civilian casualties. Concussion grenades. Let's fucking rock and roll. Maybe we shouldn't bother with the Decker. Though, definitely concentrate on the mages, because the mages were what got us last time. Alright, Mr. Tumnus. You go over there and deal with this cheeky chappy. I, meanwhile, shall shoot this lady. Sorry, love. Okay, Paco, take cover. Finish him off. And Coyote. Jesus fucking Christ. Coyote is in a bad mood. Get to cover. I've left myself out of cover again. Alright, so here comes the cavalry. Shaman, go down. I'll run this side, start shooting at the Decker. Paco empties a clip into the Shaman. You had a 99% chance to hit, how did you miss? Hey, don't punch the drone! That's just absolutely twattish. Okay, Mr. Tumnus, if you please. Coyote, you move forward. Sink another round into this lady. Paco, reload. And wait for them to come through the door. Oh, now he doesn't want to punch my drone. Oh, no, wait. Now the lady's punching my drone. Oh, fuck, it's him. Shoot him in the face. Mr. Tumnus, protect me. Slightly better than that, please, mate. Paco, unload on him. Coyote, reload. And move up. Evidently they're not coming out of this door, but there will be some coming from behind us. Oh shit. What did you do? Do not shoot a man's drone! Paco! Kill this fool! Merci beaucoup. Guys who just take pot shots with a shotgun. Oh, stop giving Mr. Dominus chip. Right, that's him dealt with. Paco, if you please reload before any more friends arrive. Coyote, you do the same. And also get behind these crates in case they come from this way. Meanwhile, I shall deal with this. Mr. Dominus, you have your head pointing that way. Aren't you meant to be stunned? Turn them off, fuck it. Better than life database management system. Gently wind down the puppets. Phew. Gino. Okay, appears we may have found Gino. Gino might also be stoned off his arse. First, let's look around the area. Got to be something useful in this crack den. Oh, a body in the corner. How great is that? Oh, I've got to say, in terms of crack dens, this is very disappointing. Stevie J had a much nicer place. I thought the Yakuza would have put some effort in. You eject the BTL Gino's been riding. He gasps suddenly and his eyes flutter open. He looks confused, worse than the other chipheads you've seen. His lips are white and chapped, his eyes sunk into his head. There's vomit on his shirt and sweat on his forehead. When he speaks, his words are slurred. He's burnt. What the hell? Who slotted me out? Who fucking slotted me out? Coyote is shaking. She looks horrified. Gino, it's me. It's Carla. Gino looks at her with glazed eyes, no recognition. Slot me in, goddammit. This is bullshit. I don't want to be here anymore. Or, slot me back in. He looks around the room angrily, his hands ready reach for his implant. Coyote grabs his wrists, stops him. Gino, no. Coyote, be careful. Gino wrenches his fist from Coyote's grasp and he staggers back, reaching under his shirt and pulls out a gun. Coyote watches him, horrified, with tears in her eyes. Gino waves it around, blinking wildly. Back off. Just back the hell off. Take it easy, Gino. We're backing off. He presses his hands to the side of his head, his fingers still on the trigger. Squints. What the hell is wrong with you people? We're trying to help you. This is the way you help me? Look at this place. Look at me. He looks around at Squalor in the room, then glimpses at his own reflection in the machinery. Oh God, look at me. There are drugs that can help you, Gino. We can go slow. He looks at Coyote, looks at you. We'll go slow. He drops the gun and Paco quickly scoops it up. Coyote grabs him fiercely. He slumps into her arms and she rocks him for a long time, her head buried in his shoulder. When he looks up, she locks eyes with you, the deepest gratitude reflected on her face. We're done here. I'm done. I don't need to set foot in one of these places ever again. Ah, that's Gino rescued. Looking for trouble. Shannon's plan is the best lead you've got to find out more about the Ripper. but getting back into warehouse is going to require some support, in case a direct hits the fan. The Seamstresses Union will have exactly what you need. A fixer, finding necessary middlemen, a deal broker, is key to most plans involving Shadowrunners. A good fixer is worth a new yen. It's their job to have contacts and know who's good at what. They'll put together the team you need. Magical support, skilled street samurai for muscle, or a Nova hot decker with matrix work. Running the Shadows is a life and death gamble. It pays to hire the best Shadowrunners you can. Okay. Let's see Mr. Delilah. Cherry Bomb flags you down as you walk through the door. Hey Mags, there's a woman looking for you. Jessica something. She's waiting for you by the stage. Bellevue type. Wouldn't order anything. Won't touch anything. I think she's afraid of diseases or something. Thanks, Cherry. No charge, chummer. Why's the bar so empty? We don't get much action this early afternoon. Just a few salarymen slumming Touristville, hoping to talk to Madam Sinful and some die-hard regulars. Madam Sinful? That's what down folks call Mrs. Kabuto. It's a Touristville thing. They like her to have a naughty name like that. Who's around? I got in, but I think Coyote's cleaning up the back bar. Mr. Delilah is hanging out at his usual place. The vendors downstairs came in a few minutes after me. Oh, and Bartlett's here. Don't think you met him yet. Who's Bartlett? John Bartlett. Big presence at the end of the bar. He's in the biz, connected. You might want to meet him. Is that guy still bothering you? You mean my ex, Shane? Yeah. Nah, he hasn't been in since last time. No calls, pages, or handwritten notes either. Weird. He was so persistent. I guess he finally got the message. Maybe he'll find someone at the Universal Brotherhood of his and settle down. I'm gonna have a look around. Have fun. Ah, Cherry. Always nice. Oh, what's on the news today? Oh, there's Vangaras trying to get some music on. Breaking news, orc activist encounter encourages crowd of 7,000 trolls. Oh, I've read that one. Full of life and a quick smile. The man tilts his head and watches you approach. Hey guy, what's shaking? A little of this, a little of that. I hear that, oh my. Might have something for you if you got a new yen. Time is money, I'm listening. You ever hear of the Nephilim Network? Of course you have. An in-the-know guy like you has to have heard of the premier merc team out there. If you say so. We're a tight unit. We cost a bit more than the common rabble, but we're worth it. Okay, so they're like pricey mercs. Vengras. I'm very busy. You show me something worth my time or you walk away. Data from the NTSB, Renraka would pay to keep it quiet, and Ares would pay to know what it is. I've got 800 new yen for something like this. It's a deal. Done. Not half bad. Let's see, Jessica Watts, Sam's sister. At a glance, you can tell that Sam's sister Jessica is from a different world, the opposite of Sam in almost every way. Her suit is tailored, her eyes are sharp, and her style exudes authority. Miss Watts? Jessica Watts? She eyes you up and down warily. She does a good job for hiding it, but it's clear she is well outside her comfort zone. Yes, and you are? Name's Mags. I used to work for your brother Sam. I should have guessed. How's that? You look the type. Seedy. Oh, thank you. She seems to instantly regret saying it. I'm sorry. Look, I just don't want to understand what's going on here. A woman who called herself Coyote contacted me this morning to inform me that my brother was dead. That I should come to his place and speak to somebody about an investigation. Yes, I'm very sorry for your loss. Thank you. And I appreciate you coming all this way. I can guess the Baron's isn't what you used to. I must admit it isn't. None of this is. She then furrows her brow, regarding you more critically. You're not with the police, are you? No, I'm not. That a problem? Her frown grows more pronounced.
No, it's just that I don't want anyone else getting hurt on account of my brother. Surely there's an official police investigation going on. Why not let the professionals handle this?
I am a professional.
But you must have better things to do than waste your time searching for whoever killed my low-life brother.
First, Sam was my friend, and second, I'm being paid for my trouble. She seems generally surprised.
Someone's paying you? I find it hard to believe that someone who knew Sam would put up money. Who is?
Actually, he hired me himself.
I don't understand.
It's called a dead man's switch. It triggered when he died.
Am I to believe that my drunken sot of a brother hired you to find a person who killed him after he died?
Her boardroom mask drops momentarily, and in a sigh she reveals a brief glimpse of real emotion.
I left Seattle to get away from Sam and his bullshit. Now I'm back and he's dead, and I still have to deal with him.
Jessica composes herself, and in a breath, the mask is back in place.
Listen to me, Mags. You seem like a decent person, but I'm trying to move on with my life. Our mother killed herself last year, and Sam? Well, Sam was Sam, you know? I worked so hard to put my family issues behind me. I don't want to see this drag on.
I would love nothing more to give you closure, and quickly.
I appreciate that, but I generally prefer just to let it be. No one else needs to get hurt.
Your brother had my back when I needed him. I can't walk away from this.
Are we talking about the same man? My brother was worthless, Mags. Worthless. He used people,
She sighs. She's done.
Never mind. I can see you're not going to let this go, and I respect that you're honouring my brother's memory, in your own way. But I hope you can understand how emotional this is for me.
Jessica's demeanour instantly changes, from reluctant to helpful in the span of a single meditative breath.
Maybe you can do things in a way that police can't, and maybe I can help. What do you need from me?
Oh, that was a lot of text, and there's a lot more coming. Time for a refreshing sip of water. Stare at the NERP sign whilst I drink. With a touch of lemon. Delicious. Though quite synthetic. Ugh. Odd aftertaste. When was the last time you spoke or saw Sam?
It's been ages. I can't even remember.
There was a note on Sam's body, sounded like an apology, an offer to meet up and bury the hatchet. It was signed Jessica.
I wrote many such notes in the beginning, but I haven't made an effort in a long time now. I don't know why he would have kept it.
Where were you on the night of Sam's murder?
I will overlook the implied accusation and tell you that I was at a fundraiser all evening. A very crowded fundraiser.
Did Sam have any enemies?
Sam's biggest enemy was Sam. I don't know any others. You would likely know better than me at these days.
You and your brother close?
I think I've made my feelings for Sam pretty clear. Don't you?
You don't sound sad that he's gone.
I mourned losing Sam long before he died.
Show her the picture of you and Sam as children. Jessica takes the photo from you guardedly, as if it might sting her, but the guard drops the moment she looks at it.
Where did you find this?
Sam's bunk.
I can't believe he kept it.
One of the few possessions he had. She studies this old photo several silent moments. What happened between the two of you?
Things were different back then. We were different. We were a family. Then our father died. Things began to change and we couldn't get back to a new normal. With our dad around, there was always reassuring order in our lives, but after everything got mixed up, you can never really appreciate the importance of a person in your life until they're gone.
Remorse plays wet across her eyes, and it seems that she's not just talking about her father. Jessica then steels herself to tell the rest.
Sam tried to be the man of the house, he truly did, but he couldn't handle it. Pretty soon he had spent every dime of our father's life insurance. Every dime after that was gone. With Mum working 2 free jobs, he spent all her money too. I couldn't stand the way he abused her trust, so finally I just had to leave.
She holds the photo forward, one part of her ready to relinquish it along with the past and another looking forward, holding on to both.
May I keep this?
Please do.
Thank you.
Tell me about your mother and her death.
She was a devout Catholic. I don't think it's an exaggeration to say that she sacrificed her life for Sam and me. But she turned a blind eye to what Sam was becoming, refusing to acknowledge his downward slide. I couldn't watch her do it anymore, so I moved out. After I left, we drifted further and further apart. I wasn't here when she died. In fact, I didn't know about it until I returned to Seattle 5 months ago.
Where were you living before you moved back here?
Cal 3.
What brought you down there?
It was what brought me there than what made me leave here. I felt lost in Seattle, so I moved to California to see if I could find myself.
Did you?
Actually, yes. While I was there, I developed a whole new outlook on life, a vision for what the world could become, and I came back here to make it happen.
I've taken up enough of your time. Thank you, Miss Watts.
Just as well, I need to get back to the office. But before I go, you should know that I'm reinterring my mother's body tomorrow, and I'm arranging to have Sam buried with her. The funeral is tomorrow, Our Lady of the Blessed Sacrament, 7 o'clock. You're more than welcome to attend.
Wouldn't miss it.
Goodbye, Max. I hope you find what you're looking for. Stay safe.
Oh, she warmed up after a while. Let's see what's going on. How's Mr. Cluey?
Glad to see you well, Max.
You too, Miss Cluey. What's the state of the troops?
Combat ready, perhaps more than usual. Tensions are up. Word got round about the latest Ripper killing. People aren't feeling safe, and when people feel unsafe, they either go to ground or they huddle up. You notice how empty the streets are these days? That's because either everyone's locked in the squats, holed up in places like this, or seeking refuge in the nearest Universal Brotherhood chapter house. Safety in numbers, chummer. Not that we need numbers here. I got it covered.
All I ever needed was one. Later, bud.
Later.
How's Coyote? When Coyote sees you, her eyes glisten with gratitude. There he is.
The elf of the hour.
How's Gino doing?
Hard to say. He's pretty burnt.
Malnourished and dehydrated too. Paco's taking care of him. He's got friends who know how about this kind of thing. She smiles. He's a good man, that Paco. There he is.
Well, it looks pretty different to me now that I've got Gina back.
What happens now?
Now I'm going to finish my shift, get some sleep. I think I'm due for some. After that, probably buy some ammo. I'm running low. See you around, and don't forget about me if you need some backup of your own.
Alright, let's visit downstairs. And check out the bunk. I think it might actually be a good idea, after the last mission, if I take a concussion grenade with me. In case there's any more missions where I need to just patch people up. Trauma kit. Nitro jar. There's nothing in here I especially need. How's Dr. Castle doing? Dr. Castle glances up only briefly from her charts. Her impish fiend, on the other hand, tracks your every move like some sort of humanoid wrapped with a mouse under its shadow. Lived to see another day, have you? Just a pit stop, Doc. Night's not over yet. I suppose it's night like these we ensure I have plenty of work coming in the morning. Granted, repeat customers means a person courting death more often than the good doctor should condone. But I don't suppose I can dissuade you from your course of action. Sorry, Doc. Job's not done. Very well. Let's talk about how I can ensure you make it back alive once more. How do you fall into this operation, anyway? Dr. Castle pauses in her work, settling down a tablet and appears to grow introspective. I suppose you might expect that I have fall from grace. Certainly, that is the case of many of my peers. If not, that you might think I was compelled to do this because of a friend or family member became a Shadowrunner, and I hurried to the assistance one fateful night. But the reality is that I grew up knowing this is what I would do with my life. My parents were both Shadowrunners, and very successful ones at that. So successful that they retired in a large house and raised a litter of kids who grew up hearing impossible tales of their parents' younger years. Of course, we were expressly forbidden to follow in the footsteps. We were all expected to attend university and take full advantage of the opportunities they had fought so hard to give us. So Mum and Dad were proud to see me pursuing a medical degree, and they had only minor reservations about me applying their expertise to the treatment of Shadowrunners. After all, they never would have survived long enough to meet and fall in love, if not for ministrations of several street dogs along the way. So I suppose you could say I was born to this life, after all. She picks up a tablet and resumes work. Is there anything else I can help you with? Let's see the meds. Not too badly priced. How about cyberware? Quickness. That could be good. We have $6,000 and we're not a magic user, so we don't really need to bother about if we're plugged full of cybernetics. How's Algernon? Welcome, fellow child of the sixth world. What can I help you with today? Tell me about yourself, Algie. My story is not so different from those who have come before, but I am a merchant, though ones whose wares are far from mundane. I came here from Turntin Gear 4 years ago after the governor of Seattle signed an exclusive trade agreement with the Council of Princes. So as the flow of magical gods comes to pass through this city's ports, so have I. At times I miss the tier, but as unlikely as it may sound, this is a new home of mine, is far more interesting. Anything else I can help you with? Never mind. Yeah, Algie's not really good for our kind of character. Let's see what Eric's got. The tourist look. Those clothes look like shit though. Black hat. Those are quite nice. I'll wear those. Got myself a little hat as well. And a slight boost to my int. I can't remember. Did I choose the extra etiquette? No, I forgot to do it before I did the thing. Okay, corporates. And intelligence needs a boost up, of course. It would be good to save up to get the class 2 drone. No, they're able to equip 2 drones. Mr. Tumnus is still cutting the mustard today, though.
And how are you, my friend? Fine day to fire a weapon. What say you?
Tell me a little about yourself, Buster. Were you military?
After a fashion, yes, sir. Sergeant in the 31st California Militia. It's no longer a recognized unit. And there are those who say we never were, but someone had to stand up to the tier and it fell to us.
Tier Tangier?
Yes, sir. It was in Cal Free when the elves came marching down from the north in 36. After the UCAS pulled out their support, we had little in the way of an organized defense. And what we did have was a stockpile of weapons and ammo down in Oakland. The locos in NoCal held out long enough for us to bring the heat, and I tell you, all the magic hoo-ha in the world ain't enough to stop a V11 hot rock from cracking your dome. We pushed them elves all the way back to Eureka. Would have pushed them all the way back to Portland too, but some ninny down south reached out to the Japanese for aid and got our own version of Normandy for the trouble. Things went to hell in a handbasket from there. Don't much like talking about it these later days, so let the guns talk instead. Can I get you anything?
Nope, seems like he fought my kind. Casca. Larger ammo clip in it, but not by much. What do we have? Smoker class drone C? No, not especially anything I need. Sorry, Buster. David Fry a second. You look like somebody who can use the latest in Matrix tech. What can I get you? No, nothing. Okay, that's this area generally checked out. back up we go. And I guess this is a good place to leave it off. We shot up a crack den successfully, got ourselves some new clothes. Still no friend for Mr. Tumnus though. Sexy dancing elves are, however, here, which placates me slightly. Alright. I hope you enjoyed that, folks. Please catch us next time where we will be breaking into a secure government facility. What fun! Well, not that secure. It was a bit shit to begin with. But anyway, should be a laugh. Catch us next time. Have a nice day. And do give us a comment or something if you enjoyed, or hated, or whatever. Bye!